Yeah.
How you doing? You good?
Good.
Good.
Ready for the...
Yes. Ready to rock, baby. How you feeling?
I'm not sure I'm ready, but we have to. Hey guys, welcome back to our Money Kitchen video podcast, and we told you that we're gonna meet different people and people who have very active lifestyle, who are linked with business and some kind of activities. And today we got a Tony here. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, so I know that you have a crazy busy schedule. So how many trainings you got per day and how it's even possible?
Yeah, I do about 4 to 5 classes a day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's high intensity classes. We mix in boxing. Sometimes we do just straight HIIT and strength and conditioning, or we'll have some fun and we'll get out and do something active lifestyle based like biking or rowing or kayaking.
How do you actually get into shape like this? Is this just genetics? or do you actually do the 4 classes with the people?
It's funny, some days I will do the 4 classes with everybody just because I have a lot of energy, so I gotta let it out somehow. But personally, I started out in sports young age. I was into basketball, I was into football, I was into track. Being Jamaican, you had to run track. So
yeah,
I got into that early. I didn't really get into the conditioning stuff until I got to like high school, and that's when I fell in love with working out. It made me perform better, so I started taking it seriously and started studying it, sports medicine, biomechanics. And then I really took it, more seriously.
So you really took it seriously.
When I got
it wasn't
into
just like, oh yeah, let's go.
No. I feel like education around the whole active lifestyle and exercise realm is something that now has gotten to a really high standard.
Right.
So now you can't just be, yelling anymore without any education behind it.
Right.
Because people want results.
Yeah, of course.
And
they want it fast.
How old are you now?
Oh yeah, that's something I never say. That's funny. He tried me right there.
Yeah. I had to try it, right? More than 40? Less than 40?
I'm gonna tell the Russian audience something, because I grew up in Flatbush in New York. There's a really good saying: "Black don't crack."
Hey.
So yeah. No, I had one of my best friends when I was growing up was Tommy, and he actually looked quite like you. He had like just slightly longer dreads. And we always thought that he was our age. I was like 22 years old and he was 47. When I found out, I was dragging my jaw behind me on the floor.
Funny.
47, and it was just by accident. Like we came and it was like his birthday party, and like his mom just let it slip, and it was just like,
oh wow.
Say what? You get like your face tightened every morning. Like it was crazy.
That's why he's not telling anyone.
Okay,
so we have a funny story about you, and first time I saw you, it was the pandemic 2020. So all these Zoom trainings, and my wife showed me your trainings, and she told me that I have a crazy guy, he's doing crazy stuff, I want to join. That was cool. But the question is not about this. How all this pandemic situation reflects on your business, or what do you think about it now?
Yeah, man, it was a hurdle. It was tough. Like March, we lost a lot of activations. We were doing spring break activations for the college students, incorporating our app with all the activity going around in the community. So we had a lot going for us in March, and then it just shut down.
How long, I'm sorry, how long does it take to optimize the app? for something like this? Because it's definitely unprecedented.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, we're closing the country.
Right. It was. I had to switch everything from locations to. I had to change the geo-target locations. I had to change the type of classes we would have. I had to delete all the activations that we had already going on because people are still not up to date. So they'll show up and be like, "Are you still doing it? Or are you not doing it?" But I think it was clear that when it shut down, everybody knew, get in the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wanted everybody to know that you don't have to stop, you know what I mean? You can keep going. So I never really stopped. I just changed the flow and tried to follow all the rules and keep everything outside in the sun.
Did you got more customers in these times, or?
I got different customers. So we lost a few, and then we gained a new batch. Not to say that the ones we lost aren't tough. It's just they had, you know, the pandemic happened and they made a decision. The ones that we did come on board were very resilient in the sense of wanting to continue to work out. They craved activity and wanted to stay healthy. So it was just a different vibe. I think it was more of a survival vibe when the pandemic happened, as opposed to just doing Beat the Gym because it was something, you know, you wanted to do. So the survival vibe, I honed into it too, and I was like, it made me feel like I was something more valuable, getting up every day to make sure that people got their workout in.
As all this situation, I think you got more goal to add an influence to people more than you were thinking about your business, right?
Yes.
So to do something extraordinary and to keep people be in shape, be informed, not to like fall apart and to feel them safe, like themselves very bad because all this pandemic stuff, everybody's sitting at home and things like that, right?
Right.
That's very cool.
Okay, so one of the main questions was, I know it's kind of like,
it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm rocking.
Oh yeah, one of the main questions was, is this your only form of income, and how is it actually working out? Like, how do you actually do it?
As far as form of income, I do diversify. So yeah, the business side, BTG is a main source of the income. I also, you know, entertain some sponsorships through my own platform, Tony Thomas Sports.
Right.
So I kind of run two businesses at once because Tony Thomas Sports is an entity and then Beat the Gym is an entity. Beat the Gym is intellectual property, it's an app. We created that. I created that with my partner, co-founder. And right now, we're trying to add a lot of value during this time. Nobody sees it yet, of course, because we're in the back doing it while we're going through the process. But yeah, really soon, there's going to be some additions to those monthly subscriptions that people are going to like. And I can't wait to launch that and get it out there.
Implement it.
How many subscribers do you have now in your app, if it's not a secret?
It is a secret.
Okay.
You know, it's
That's
a
fine.
secret. Because
we're looking at the acquisition, and, you know.
But know that they are a fit family, and we want to continue to grow. We wanted to get.
Have you looked at like supplements or clothing or any kind of like add-ons?
So we do
merch, basically.
Some merch. We have our mats, our fun BTG mats, and we have some t-shirts and shorts that we've been doing. We have a little athletic, organic growth with clothing. But yeah, there's so much more to come, and I'm excited. I would love to just get out and just start dropping it now.
If I may actually suggest something, because I do deal with a couple of sports brands, when you do your workouts, especially there on Lincoln Road, I would suggest setting up a table with your merch as they're walking in or walking out. Like, for example, towels, if you're having the mats, t-shirts that they could buy that they could keep, because don't forget, a lot of people that are showing up, they're showing up by referral, and they might not be there next time, or they might be even from out of city.
Gotcha.
And they're like, oh man, I was at this cool place, you got to see this, I got a t-shirt, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So because we do a lot of shows with my other business, and we go worldwide to different conventions, and we literally just sell out everything, and it pays for the entire trip.
Yeah, and even sometimes I'm forgetting towel, and it's really a problem.
Yeah, think about it.
I want to get
a lot of
towel.
people show up.
It's not a big deal for me to pay like 5 or 10 bucks. Not to forget especially, but yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about your community. It's really interesting for me how you deal with that, because I've been to your trainings and I know that you know most of people by name, and your community is growing, and after the classes people are coming to you to get a photo with you to post it in Instagram. It's crazy. And tell us the main secret. How did you do that? Because I think it's the main driver of your business. So
he bought the memory book.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
It's a very, very weird trait that I have. My father instilled it in me at a young age to always know somebody's name.
Yeah,
it's very important. And if you don't, it's key to make sure you find out before it's too late, you know? And then I always held on to that. I always was passionate about that, because it's a piece of them, even if it's a nickname.
Yeah.
You hold on to it because, you know, they're a person, and I feel like people lose their value when you can't remember their name.
But how do you do that? Because you have hundreds of people, and everybody knows you, and okay, you're alone, and you know everybody, and you know everybody's names.
I don't have a trick for it, but it's, I guess, once you get that personal
have your
connection.
fans here.
Hey, what's up, my love? How you doing? You good? You look amazing.
I was just talking about you.
Come here and like wave to the camera.
Yeah, please.
People are gonna think that we're making
no problem. No problem. Just wave.
Just come say hi.
Any camera.
Say hi.
Hi, my love.
I'm so glad to see you.
That's so
How you
cool.
been?
I'm so good.
Yeah, you look amazing.
Just had a baby.
Hey.
Whoa.
You're good.
That's okay. Just put it there.
Oh my gosh, good seeing you.
I'm so glad to see you. It's literally, I'm trying to get rid of the baby weights.
You gonna come see me?
Yes.
All right, let's get it.
People won't believe us that it's like we are sitting in the park, and that was my question.
Miami is just a little village. Just
yeah,
so
it's
you know.
crazy, but maybe you have some kind of trick, because I know that I'm from the restaurant business, and I know that best server, the person who remembers names of his guests, but they have some tricks sometimes, because they're matching the meals they're getting with their names. Sometimes they remember that this guy loves meat, that's why I know his name, because he's in love with meat, or something like this.
Or he has a big nose, or he's got hair.
I need to get your guys' number and figure this out, man.
But you know a lot of people.
I feel like it's all natural, because I don't have a trick to it. There's no trick.
Really?
It's so funny that I love that you're telling me this, because maybe I could practice that and really be good at it. But
there's a way to do it. When you see a person, you match their face or their hair or something. So you look up for a particular feature. That's an actual trick for, like, if you read any memory book. So you match the feature or something that's really stands out, and you'll like see their name and them crawling on that nose, and nose is shaped like, and like the more audacious and the more crazy it is, the more it sticks in your memory.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a trick.
But actually, interesting thing is with the names, Bill Clinton, he is like super famous, where he will meet someone, and people talk about this all the time. Like, we met in 1983, and like 15 years later, he'll be like, "Hey Bob, how's the wife? How's this?" And I'll be looking at him like, "What the hell?" And there are hundreds of people that say that about him. Wow. So it's not just like a made-up thing, but from one guy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But back to community. So you got all this stuff naturally. So you know people, you know their names, but maybe you can share something how to grow with community, how to make people feel like they're feeling on your training, like they're very, like we saw your fans just now. So what do you do for that?
How do you make them feel like family?
Yes.
People over profits.
Okay.
So I invest in people, and if you invest in people, the profits come back. So I focus primarily on doing what I love to the highest point.
Okay.
And structuring it and making it something that people can benefit from. And then after that, whatever happens after happens, you know? But I really focus on people over anything else. So just invest in, you know, doing the right thing with the people who support you, make sure that they get the benefit, and then everything else just goes in.
Other value, just to give people something more than you have to. Okay.
About the future, where do you think the fitness industry is going? Do you think everybody's going to switch over to Zoom? Do you think that's going to be a big part of it? But people, my personal thing, I think people need the face-to-face. But what do you, like, obviously you're in this way heavier than any of us. What do you see as the future, and how do you leverage that to grow?
Right. It's right now super volatile to even predict it because we don't know. Maybe there might be some sort of up and down where you have the, you know, right now we're experiencing this social distancing style fitness, but then, you know, after a few months, people might start getting more comfortable with getting back in the gym. So you just don't know right now. But I feel like the direction is going to be always a personal direction, but how can you be personalized, but also be actually, you know, able to go from a gym to the Zoom? You got to be able to bend. If you can't bend, then there's an opportunity that something might really happen to your company in a very volatile way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have to be flexible.
Bend. Yeah, like almost like a hybrid or you have to be flexible. Yeah, flexible is the key word.
And how do you see yourself in this like future of fitness? So any things you...
Well, you have the app that's being developed and developed.
Yeah, so definitely adding more value to the app is very important. As far as the gym goes, there are ways to still be utilize, you know, the gyms without actually being in the gym. You just have to think outside the box.
Literally.
Really think outside the box.
But hey, you're doing that in the parking lot.
Right, exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. So, I mean, for me, I don't really look at it as a question of, is it going to go down if people start going back, or is it going to go up? I feel like you just got to roll with the punches. You got to kind of like watch how the industry is changing and kind of roll with it.
And try to fit.
And fit. You know, it doesn't have to be a decline. You just got to watch it. You have to make sure you're looking at what's changing, what's happening around you.
To be on a wave.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And just keep trying to make it better. You know, because there should be nothing. I seen a guy take all his equipment and put it outside. You know, he put his gym, all his equipment outside.
I see a lot of people doing that in the mornings.
Like, so there's no excuses. It's just it's a sacrifice, it's a commitment to change. And if you have that, you know, instilled in you, then when things go south, you pick right up and you make it happen. You bend.
Okay. As to marketing, one of the most interesting things we are talking about with business people, because it's really a challenge to go through all this marketing stuff in the United States. And can you name like top 3 tools you got for your marketing? So what's helping you to promote your business?
Let's say, just for argument's sake, let's say somebody is coming into your niche. Obviously you're already like somewhere there, so it's like AT&T and, you know, some guy that's starting like a call center next to his house. What would you recommend to that person starting from zero, the top 3 things to kind of grow?
All right. Numbers don't lie, but don't get caught up in the numbers.
Okay.
All right. So when you're first coming in and you have 0, like you said, it's no numbers. When you start, you're not going to get that much return. No ROI is what the professionals say, right?
Yeah.
But if you're consistent, consistency means your numbers are going up no matter what. So if you do it day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, that means you're starting to multiply your own numbers. And eventually people will engage with what you got going on, and your business will grow.
If it's quality.
If it's quality.
Yeah.
So that's the most simple factor, being consistent and not letting, the next man, not letting a Tony deter you. See what I'm saying? Do not let me, like, he has all those numbers, I can't do this. You know what I mean? Or he, like, when you're coming into this business, don't get lost in the numbers, because I know some people who have double the numbers that some people have and don't do as much business as somebody with less amount of visibility. So don't get caught up into the social jargon, but know that you can create value with the social jargon and get underneath yourself as far as, confidence goes, and really start putting out high quality service that people can utilize, and make sure that you do it consistently. If you start it and you stop it and there's inconsistencies, people will lose their attention. So
especially nowadays.
Yeah.
So the patience is the key, right?
Patience is the key, and don't get caught up. Don't look left or right. Stay in your lane. Work on your numbers, building your numbers. Don't look at the next man numbers, because by the time you look left, you're gonna be tripping in your lane. You will not succeed. You won't make it to that finish line.
That's a great advice.
Considering we kind of see just the outside of what's happening, like you're all happy, you got all these people around you and everything. What's the thing that drives you, and do you have any actual problems that people don't see on the back end?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people I know, like gym owners, you come in and it's like a full CrossFit gym, and then on the other side they're like going through bankruptcy proceedings, trying to like get out.
Trying to figure it out. Cool thing about active lifestyle is when you're participating in it, you automatically are releasing endorphins. So being happy comes with the territory. I mean, if you're demoing, you're exercising, you're moving, your body's just releasing those good positive vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the backside of it is that it's a lot of work. This is, I come in smiling, but sometimes I'm having the most fun when I'm around the people.
Yeah.
And then when I got to do administrative work, which is the back end work, where you have to, do a lot of work in the back end that's not necessarily working out, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So you have to make sure that you're organized, or that can get ugly really quick too. I'm not a coder, but I had to learn how to do some coding. I'm not a web designer, but I had to learn how to, upload and do different things with the back scene of the website. I'm not an admin support team. Sometimes when things go wrong and glitches happen, but you got to come in and do what you got to do. I never really was big on customer service, but sometimes you have to, come in and, if they can't get to admin, who they call first? It's me.
You got a customer service.
I have to be there. I have to be there with an answer. Or it's so you got a lot of, back end work that people don't see. They just see me showing up.
Yeah.
But all that stuff, when you see the finished product, or you get done a week of work and you put something cool together and you get to expose it, kind of like what we're doing now, right?
Yeah.
We had to prepare this whole shoot and get everything set up. Then you got to take it to editing. Then you see that finished product. That finished product is my reason why. It's why I get up, why I keep going, why, even if I'm having a bad day, I still want to smile and be happy in front of you, because I want to always be that positive vibe, So there's a lot that can be said with the people, because the people give me energy to keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, and if to underline all your words, we have to say that all the things you named, these are soft skills. Soft skills are the keys to success now, because if you have your soft skills, it's just a little bit coding, a little bit web designing, a little bit of service support and something like this, so you combine all this together and it's pushing your business. But
you literally have to be a Renaissance man.
Yes. It's really not necessary to be a specialist inside all these things, but you have to know these things, because in the days we are living now, it's impossible to make business without all these things. Right. Okay, one of the last questions we got for you. A lot of people who are watching this video, they are specialists in something. So maybe they are keen on sports, maybe they like coding or something, whatever. But you just a perfect example how to monetize the skill. So what are the advices you can make for people who are looking for something like you are doing now? So the building a brand to convert your skill into like cash cow machine, so something like this. So what are advices you can give?
How do you monetize your love or your hobby?
I would say start off, and this kind of worked for me when I was doing YouTube a while back, and PayPal just came out, and I just was kind of like getting started with YouTube, and they didn't have the amount of, I wasn't a YouTube partner at the time. I used to say stuff like, drop a comment, if you really like it, you know, you can tip me or donate, you know, show me some love, head over to my PayPal or message me.
You know there's Patreon now, right?
Yeah?
The Patreon service.
I'll explain to you.
Yeah.
I just saw your eyes go boom.
I'm talking about back in the day though.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I used to say that type of stuff, and then you get an email. Yo, I like what you're doing, keep doing it. Hey, I had a question. And then they'd pay me a little bit of money. I was like, okay, I'll drop that. And guess what? Some of my most popular videos ended up being like what people wanted.
So
They asked me for an NFL Combine series. So I worked on NFL Combine series.
Right.
Not to be afraid and give.
Abdominal exercises. Now, don't be afraid to give, but don't be afraid to actually say, hey, you know, I'm giving you this. If you're feeling good, if you're feeling the vibe, you know, drop me a tip or donate, you know, such and such, or whatever it is, so I can keep this content going.
Okay,
don't be afraid
let's
to
take
ask.
your advice now, and if you guys want to support us, we'll make this underline here, so some kind of
we're gonna set up a Patreon or something.
Number.
Thank you. You get a percentage.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's great.
And we'll set up a table with merch in front of your thing, so you'll get a percentage.
Yeah.
We're all good. We're all good.
So
we're gonna set up a nice ecosystem.
Go to
set
the
up a nice
description of this
ecosystem.
video. Hey guys, I'm trying to support our channel now.
I love it.
But listen,
go here.
I got another idea for your app. When you have people sign up for your thing, you can say like, click here for extra $5. You'll have a towel waiting for you with the logo and whatever. So all they do is boom, they show up with nothing. They got a towel, they pick it up and they use it and it's theirs.
Yeah.
But it's already like
just tell
it's
me
baked
where
into
to
the
tap.
price.
I want the towel.
Yeah. You see.
Yeah, I really want the
I'm telling
towel.
you, man.
Got you.
I'm telling you. And what you do is you do 1 month blue towels, and then next month like this, and then like Gay Pride month, or you know Miami month. You know, do like the bright the neon colors, and then you know you could just go.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There it is. I
It's
like
cool.
it. That's a nice note.
Because that way, instead of him just buying one towel, he'll want the whole collection.
Right.
And then when you're like 10 towels in, what you do is this. If you can bring one of each towel at the end of the year, you'll get this one for free. But the only way you get it is if you have all of them.
Right.
Otherwise, you can't get it.
Wow.
And people will start eBaying the damn thing.
Another one. So for monetizing your own skills, that's one way. That's the earliest probably way. If you started from zero, you know, you got to be. You can't come in just demanding big money when you haven't gotten anything yet. So that would be the first thing, what I said before about just maybe asking for a tip or a donation or whatever they want to do. And then the next level would be finding a platform that actually really works well with online payments. So maybe now PayPal and Shopify and all these different brands have all these different tools that you can create your own online store. You can create your own online digital service where you can actually deliver goods through a simple application.
And there is no need to be in the United States. That's a great trick. So most of the platforms are able to give you an access to all their services, even you're abroad. So check out the platforms. The only thing you need, just time to search.
Yes.
Okay, that's a great advice.
And just keep it simple is my next one. I mean, don't overcomplicate your brand and your work. Keep it simple. Find your niche. Work within your niche, and then you can slowly expand out. Dig into whatever you can do your best at, and focus on that one thing. Grow, and then you'll start to see the tree start to come down, where you have branches of other things that you can do with it. But make sure you focus on what you can do best first, and put all your heart, nerve, and sinew into making that better, and then you'll start to see the branches of that tree build.
That's so cool, man.
Good.
Really good, really good. I have like, wow, very
That's some good advice.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, I think it's great information we got from you, because I really can hear that it's going from your heart, from inside. So nothing like. We talked about your apparel, is something that you can create. So let's ask you if it's possible. Maybe we'll ask our audience to put the comment below with the idea of the best apparel for your Beat the Gym stuff. Maybe towel, but towel is simple, something. So create something these guys can sell, and after that you'll pick up the best comment, the best product, and we'll give some kind of present, maybe some kind of personal training through Zoom, or maybe membership, whatever you want.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That good? That works? Let's do, guys. Let's do. Comment below the best product you think fits Beat the Gym community, for them to sell, for people to get or to present, whatever. So it would be great, and in a couple of weeks we'll pick up the best comment, and Tony himself will make you a personal, maybe personal training is good. Let's do personal training.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I got
cool. Okay, Tony, thank you for today's meeting. It was really a pleasure, because I'm the part of your community. Thanks to my wife, but still I like it. I like it. Not only waking up on Saturday at 7:30, but I have to.
He made me do it last time.
But it's great. It's really great to see how it grows. So thank you for your advices, for your inspiration, and for your experience as well. And thank you guys for watching this. If you have something to ask, you can comment below, and we'll tell Tony, and he'll try to answer your question if you have some special question to him or to us. Thank you so much. Thank you, and we'll be up to date with next videos, and stay tuned.
Subscribe, like, everything.